Hey, can you guys tell me what you did last Saturday?
We walked in the JDRF Walk for the Cure for type 1 diabetes because Anna was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in September of this past year.
So, how did that affect your family?
Well, we were scared at first. When we went to the doctor, we weren't sure what was wrong, and I know that Anna was initially scared, and so was I because we knew very little about diabetes. And there's it was overwhelming. There's a lot to learn really quickly, just to get her feeling better. And then, as far as maintaining a healthy lifestyle, there's a lot that you have to do when you have diabetes. And so it's been at the beginning, it was really intense learning how to give shots and check blood sugars and count carbohydrates and they did tell us that it would become normal, and I think it probably took about, I don't know, a month before it really did just kind of become second nature, and it's how we do everything.
So, Anna, you went on the walk on Saturday, and it looked like there were an awful lot of people there. Can you tell me about Anna's All Stars team?
There was a little over 80 people on my team, and as a team, we raised over $6,000, and the entire walk for the cure raised over $1 million, and so that just gives me hope to find a cure.
We're talking with Dakota on the left and Taylor on the right about their experience of coming to baptismal life and coming to life as part of this parish community. And let me just ask each of you, kind of start with some of the questions that that were presented to you. In a sense, how did this start for you? Who introduced you to the Lord along the way? Is that something more recent? Is that something that happened a long time ago for you?
For me, it's a little bit hard because with my parents being divorced and stuff, my mom went around through a bunch of churches trying to find one. My dad introduced me to the Catholic Church when we moved out here. We were looking for a church and we found St. John's and Paul, and my dad and stepmom helped me get a understanding of the Catholic religion a lot better, and I came to understand. It became a big part of my life.
And for me, it's probably my mother mainly. She wanted me to be a part of the Catholic Church as well as did I. And she really stood beside me and helped me out through the process and helped me with things and helped me understand things and was just always there for me if I needed something, along with Dave. Dave was a lot of help throughout the whole process.
Being in the military, one of the biggest challenges we face is the fact that we can be deployed. And in 2006, John and I both deployed at the same time. And we had to come up with a plan based on our family care plan of what to do with the kids and our lives back here.
And in fact, when that happens, one of the things that we do in the military is we establish a family care plan, like Heidi said. And our care plan was to have our families, in this case, my family up in Dubuque, which my brother and my sister-in-law initially help. And really what it ended up taking up there was the whole extended family, to include my grandma. And I come from a large family up there, so it ended up being roughly 6 sisters and their families that all got together and helped take care of our children. And the amount of time really ended up being about 2.5 month overlap. From her deployment to my deployment, where we were both deployed at the same time, and our kids were being taken care of by our extended family in Dubuque.